With a presentation entitled How to Transform Your Brand to Increase Your Sales, please welcome Lorraine Carter.
Can I ask you a quick question before we get started? Who'd like to have a much more profitable business? Raise your hand. So there's some of you who don't want to be more profitable? Well, those of you who want to be more profitable, would you also like to be the #1 brand in your sector? Can I have a show of hands? #1 brand? Okay, you're in the right place. I'm going to share with you this evening 3 things you need to take away with you to seriously reevaluate building the strength of your brand. Before I do that though, let me share with you a story about Siobhan. Siobhan is a really dynamic person. She's traveled the world, and if Siobhan decides to do something, she is a total go-getter, and she'll bring everybody with her on the journey too. So she traveled the world, she came back to Ireland, she decided to make Westport her home. Now, unexpectedly, out of the blue, she had a massive health challenge, and it dragged on for months. Now, I'm sure all of you have had stages in your life when things unplanned have really scuppered the best laid plans. In this instant, Siobhan, who's a real go-getter and makes things happen, she went down all the conventional routes, still no solutions. So ultimately she said, right, I've got to try something different. And she looked at holistic healthcare. And this was actually the reason for founding her now very successful business. But to give you an idea, when I actually got to meet her, I was referred to her at this stage, she'd built her business from a single practitioner in the west of Ireland, and she'd grown it somewhat. But by the time I'd met her, she'd hit a bit of a frustrating plateau. She said, Lorraine, we're struggling to articulate what makes us really different. We're struggling to get out our message into the market, to really stand out, and also to attract our ideal customers. We've hit a certain point, but even within the small team, none of us is really cohesive or really saying what we're about in a way that makes sense to all our customers. And to be honest with you, this is a really common challenge amongst smaller businesses. Big brands have it completely nailed. And I've worked with household names nationally and internationally. So the Nestle's and Kerry Foods of this world, they have it totally sussed. But typically smaller businesses don't have the insight or know-how to that kind of how we're going to nail this and really grow our brand. And this is what I do. I empower business owners and leaders to build their brands with big brand know-how. So when Siobhan came to me, this is actually a classic problem. It's a bit like thinking, imagine you're going on a road journey in a foreign country where you don't speak the language, say it's Arabic or Mandarin, and you don't have Google Maps, and you don't even have a traditional paper map, and you're hoping to get to your destination expeditiously. Building a brand requires a roadmap. And if you don't have a really clear roadmap, it's quite difficult to get to your destination successfully. What Siobhan was looking for was increased visibility. She was also in a sector which has potentially some skepticism around it, so she's got to build credibility, she's got to amplify, and she's got to differentiate her particular solution compared to all the other holistic healthcare options out there. So in order to address those, we built the bedrock brand strategy underpinning our whole business. And every single one of you can do that too. It's totally doable. And that made an incredible difference because she now had the know-how to build her visibility, to attract her ideal customers. Because the thing here is, in order to build a really compelling brand, you need to know your customers intimately. Their needs, wants, loves, hates, and aspirations. And all of you have multiple different customers. No business has just one type of customer. So you've got to map out more than one customer. So you tailor your brand and your messaging to attract their needs. And the third thing you need to reflect on is that we all buy with emotion first, and we justify with rational afterwards. So why are you touching the emotional points in your customers' lives to give them a really compelling reason to buy? So if you'd like to reevaluate your brand, build out your brand strategy, join me in Dublin on Thursday, the 14th of June. Thank you.